Hello, Durud and Shalom. We be live.
Hello. How's it going, everyone?
Right.
We're receiving some breaking news right now that there are anti-air activity and explosions over the air of Karg Island. And what sparked this was that the United States seized another oil tanker that was owned and operated by the IRGC today, a few hours ago. And it looks like the IRGC are not very happy about it because they started firing at Kurdish separatist groups in Iraq, and subsequently we heard a lot of jet activity all across the Middle East, and the alert level has been raised by 1. So we're monitoring that right now, and while we give you guys the breaking news that's happening quite literally at the moment, we're going to go through the things that I found and want to show you guys.
Okay. What
Okay,
the
yeah.
hell?
So the latest update on the air defense systems of the Islamic Republic are that the they are claiming that they have downed hostile drones over Bushehr, which is near Karg Island, Bandar Abbas, the Strait of Hormuz, and Karg Island itself a short while ago. And now they're reporting that air defense is being activated in the north of the country. Interesting. The north of the country, that's the opposite direction from the Strait of Hormuz.
Wait,
So
where
who
are you?
knows?
It's amazing. This all of this just happened?
This is preliminary reports, but the air defense has been activated. That's reported and confirmed by none other than our very own Shin. So let's pull that up right here.
Up, bring yourself up. There we go.
And
then
here
look
it
like this.
is. So I was waiting for Shin to confirm this, that there are explosions and anti-air activity in Karg Island. Now you might be wondering, why now? Well, the markets are closed, right? But also, this happened today. Boom. You guys see this ship? This ship was seized today. And so this ship actually had made it to Karg Island on March 20th, so a couple of months ago. And it was transporting a lot of oil in this time. But apparently this cargo tanker has been seized. So US Indo-Pacific Command. This is not CENTCOM. This means something else entirely. So overnight, United States forces carried out a maritime interdiction and right of visit boarding of the sanctioned stateless vessel Mount Divina, located in the Indian Ocean. And they did indeed get on board, and it seems like there
Wow.
were about 2 million barrels of oil. Guys, this is why this is important. This ship is sitting off the coast of Sri Lanka, sitting off the coast of
Wow.
India, and it had 20 million barrels of oil that it loaded up on Karg Island on March 20th. It was selling that oil this entire time. It had 2 million barrels of oil left before the US found them and aborted the vessel. And I don't think the regime likes that very much.
So that means that even if you go manage to get your oil through the Strait of Hormuz, you will be hunted down and seized eventually. So this went through this. So this is one of those. Is this one of those shadow fleets that made it successfully through the Strait of Hormuz?
Yes.
Okay, but they fight. But it doesn't matter if you make it through the Strait of Hormuz because they will still find you. They will still hunt you, right?
I will find you and I will
Yes.
board your ship.
20 million barrels.
Yep.
Whoa.
No more. It's done. That tanker is out of service and it is done for. It's stateless, guys. It's legally
That's
we can do whatever we want to it. And in
That's
fact,
1.7
hmm,
billion dollars. That's
oh yeah,
1.7 billion dollars. One point. Am I right about this? 20 million barrels.
yeah, since
85.
2024. Sorry, so this has been operating since 2024, and it took 2 million barrels from Karg Island March 20th. So 2 million barrels.
Isn't that 1.7 billion? What am I? That's a lot of money. Am I doing this
I
right?
think oil's at like $96 or something.
85, I thought.
85 now.
Brent. Let me see. Brent
You
crude
know, the
is
market
85.
had a
Yeah, you're right.
terrible day today.
So what does that make it? So 80. Yeah, I'm right.
Nice.
That's 1.7 billion dollars.
Do you
Yes.
guys know what that means? You guys know what 1.7 billion means? That's how much it costs for the IRGC to hire thugs and militia to suppress the Iranian people for an entire year. The bare minimum.
Ooh, that's a. By the way, Ali, that's our money. That's our money
That's
in that
our
ship.
money.
That's Sarah's money. That's your money. That's my money stolen by the Islamic Republic. Javich's money. Yes. But think of it, like, can you believe that this ship is carrying like 1.7 billion like
Yeah.
of worth of oil? Just one ship? That's
Which makes
crazy.
sense that like these ships don't want to go through the minefield because if you hit one mine, oh my god, your
Oh
your
wow.
losses are in the billions.
This must be very painful for the Islamic Republic to have lost this. This is like a that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
And someone's having a lot of fun renaming tankers. Look at this. So in the Oman Gulf, a tanker has been renamed to Khamenei Broke from Elcano. And not only that, there's a couple other ones. So Murlikishan has been renamed to Real War Games. Koba has been renamed to Craigslist Fleet. And my favorite one, the tanker named Nikki has been named to IRGC Loser. Oh yeah.
Who's doing this?
I don't know, someone. But I mean, what's funny is that these ships are in the Persian Gulf, which means that if they want to get out and they have to coordinate with the IRGC see, wait, what? Why is the ship named IRGC Loser or Khamenei Broke? And they're just gonna get hit immediately. So
Oh my god.
yep.
We
Yeah,
we
I don't
have
know.
some super chats if you want to respond to them or if you want to
Yeah,
do that later. Okay.
let's do it. So we're gonna read the super chats and then we're gonna show you guys why the thumbnail of the video is the thumbnail of the video. Someone hit Omani oil yesterday, well, technically today, and I wonder who it could be. So we'll take a look at that in a second. George Hansen with the super chat who says, referencing yesterday's theory, what if Bibi has MK and Trump is pissed because he won't share? Oh, Mojtaba Khamenei. And Trump is pissed because he won't share. The IRGC would never be able to admit that they lost him. No, because if Israel had Mojtaba Khamenei, they would have used that card immediately. There's no point in like holding on to it.
And yeah.
And what thanks, George Hansen.
Thank you,
And
Drew.
Sadato, the super chat, who says, I think we need a central database of Lion and Sun rallies around the world, and with estimates of attendance so that those who can travel and support attendance can do so where needed. What do you think? Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's what I think. A lot of the smaller towns and cities that hold the rallies are just holding the rallies because people can't make it to the bigger cities. And in all the videos that you see, like when you see President Trump reference the Iranian protesters, abroad in the diaspora. He's referencing to like Los Angeles, Munich, and like the big cities. So if we could get away for those smaller towns to join up the bigger cities, that'd be perfect. But yeah, I think
That's a
it
great
definitely
idea.
can't hurt.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Sedato.
Yeah. Thank you, Sato. And George Hansen again. Oh wait.
Thank you, George.
Um oh, interesting. I think he sent the same thing again. George, if you
Oh,
meant to say
twice.
something else, type it in the chat and I'll try and find it. But yeah, that's the same one. Thank you. And
Yeah,
Sarah
I also
Ocean.
think like George. There's a lot of Israel and United States do a lot of like they work with each other, regardless of what you hear in the news. There's a lot of collaboration, but you wouldn't be able to do these things without being on the same page with each other.
Definitely. And Sarah Ocean with our daily quote of energy says, "You two are my favorite part of the day. Love you."
Oh, daily what dose of energy? Is that what
Daily
you
dose
said?
of energy.
That's pretty good. I love that daily dose of energy. Thank you, Sarah. Okay.
Yeah,
And
thank you,
then
Sarah. And
we also had Nail
ooh,
Bunny. Oh, gifting 5 memberships to the people in the chat. Thank you. I see the
let's
people who
go.
received that. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Nail
Thank
Bunny.
you, Milburn. That's very sweet. I appreciate that.
Okay, so let's start wondering who could have possibly hit Omani oil yesterday. Okay, so here's what happened. So Oman had an oil refinery, and right on the coast, I think it was like the southeastern coast of Oman. So kind of more towards where the aircraft carriers are stationed and whatnot. And something really strange happened. The oil refinery got hit, and it got hit by something. We don't know what it could possibly be. Well, we should take a look at it though. And first, I want to show you guys where it was. So this is what we're talking about, okay? Oman. So you guys can see that the Strait of Hormuz is right around here. Aircraft carriers should be positioned right around here. And the blockade happens from this point onwards. So the oil refinery is somewhere around here. And, Adakchi seems to think that it wasn't them, but from a video here, let's take a look what it could be. Could it be a flying Dorito?
Is it? Oh. That sounds like it sounds like one of them. It sounds as like. Yep. Oh shit.
And there it goes, exploding into one of the cranes.
Oh my god.
And that
Okay.
caused the oil operations to halt for the day because everyone was freaked out that maybe more drones would be flying in. But, Arabchi, it was probably a Patriot missile interceptor at this point. And Armin, why would it be a Patriot missile interceptor?
Because that's what the Islamic IRGC claimed about the Kuwaiti, um, about the explosion that we had at the civilian Kuwait airport 2 days ago. Was it? Yeah, 2 days ago. Which we
Yeah.
saw exactly that it was a Shahed drone. So that's bullshit. We basically showed you frame by frame the triangle shape, obviously being a Shahed drone. This time we didn't see the triangle shape, but I think our live chat recognized the noise, the exact sound that it makes, because we had on Iran Revolution Live the Islamic Republic turning it on, bragging about the sound. So we know exactly what it sounds like. See, Texas Troop, remember saying flying weed hackers, like loud noises. Yet they were bragging about so it's easily identifiable that it's a Shahed drone because the sound is very specific. So, and it was obviously a Shahed drone.
My cat has the zoomies. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
Oh, kid is cute. Bring him up.
Come here. It doesn't want to come. But in case
No.
anyone missed that video, let's just take another look at to
Oh
see
my
what a
goodness.
flying Dorito looks like. Can you hear that?
It's okay.
Um,
It's cute. Let it meow.
okay, so here it is. I'm trying to find this Dorito shape. Oh, there it
Yeah.
is.
It's after
Look,
the park.
guys.
It's after the parking lot. So yep. Oh yeah, right before that. Actually, right. Take just a few seconds. No, you have to catch it. You have to keep. It's hard to catch it. It's hard. It's
Come
one frame.
on.
It's like half a second.
Come
It's
on.
half a second. You have to
There
be
it
gentle.
is.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oof.
looks like I don't know, Ali. Looks like the Patriot system to me. That
Hmm.
looks like a missile. That looks like a
Yeah.
missile. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't the IRGC, definitely.
That's not the Shahed drone at all. Not at all. That's the Patriot system for sure. For sure.
Ooh, okay. We have some updated news. Okay, so I was talking about how there's explosions over the air of the Persian Gulf at the moment. So it seems like there are the air defense systems on Karg Island, Bushehr, Bandar Abbas, and now Keshem Island in the Strait of Hormuz are all active. People report the sound
Ooh.
of fighter jets. So let's see what happens there. This is kind of the repeat of what happened last time because the United States seized an oil tanker. The IRGC started firing. Then Keshem Island and Strait of Hormuz was hit a couple times, and then they went ballistic and they just launched at all the Arab countries. So, wonder what's going to happen this time.
Interesting.
It is the weekend.
Look at Ali. It was us.
What?
It was you and me. So in Kharg Island, look at this. It says I don't reports of AA activity in Iran's Kharg Island. So I don't think AA stands for aerial what? I think it's basically on me. AA. See?
The
With
anti-aircraft?
anti-aircraft. No, it's not anti-aircraft. It's Armin and Ali. Look, Nail Bunny
Oh.
celebrating 27 months of membership.
Oh, wow.
Saying, hey, A&A. That's our new name, apparently. Been away for 2 days and have to catch up. I missed you, Nail Bunny. And don't you ever do that again. You have to be here all the time. Okay? Promise me that would never happen again. And I'm just joking. But thank you. Thank you for being back. We got another super chat saying, we need a Rubio in Maduro jugger set emote. Oh, wait, what would that look like? What is this, Ali? What does that mean? I don't get it.
Rubio in the Maduro
Maduro.
jogger set. Remember when they got Maduro and they put him on the plane and he's wearing like that
Oh, yes.
gray set?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
with his headphones and everything, just like.
Okay. We'll give me some time. I have so many other things. Okay, maybe we'll add that for sure. And thank you for the super chat. You know what? I'll add that. Ali, remind me if I don't do that to add that.
Okay.
And then here, the reason why I went to the super chat is because I wanted to make sure we don't miss this one because it's relevant. The Dorito of Doom with its spicy American flavor. Great. Fantastic.
I might ruin this for you guys, but out of all the chips on the market, Doritos are actually the worst one for you. They're the unhealthiest, and it's not even close. They're the worst one you could possibly eat. I'm sorry.
Okay. Boo. I mean, I agree with you. I don't know. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for the public health information. Good to know. All right, let's go back to you. What were you sharing? Oh no.
All right. Someone brought up Marco Rubio. Which one?
Yes.
All of them. All Doritos. Yeah. They are so anyway, yeah. So speaking of Marco Rubio, he finally, of course, he would be the one to say this, of course, but I'm glad he did. So let's take a look. He said something about the radicals and the moderates in the Islamic Republic.
What the president is alluding to is that there are certain individuals in the Iranian regime who have indicated both directly and indirectly a willingness to approach the future perhaps a little different. Not ideal. I'm not telling you, look, everybody talks about moderates in Iran. There are no moderates. There are radicals and super radicals, okay? That's been our view of it. But there are some of them that believe that they actually need to do a deal because their economy is in shambles. And so I think what the president is alluding to is that there are some individuals involved in the negotiations and in elements of their government, including some in elements of their military, that are more open to a deal than others.
So perfect. Look, let's listen to that again.
Radicals and super radicals. I'm not telling you, look, everybody talks about moderates in Iran. There are no moderates. There are radicals and super radicals.
There are radicals and super radicals. Thank you, Marco. Finally.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfectly stated. Well said.
I'm glad we got that covered up. So we got a lot of things covered up cleared out this week, because we got the definition to a ceasefire. We got the super radicals and the radicals. We found out that it was the Shahed drone that hit the Kuwait airport. A lot of lies, a lot of things to clear up. And where was that video? So did anyone hear, actually, I'll show you guys this first. So since we're still on the topic of ships and aircraft carriers, wanted to give you guys a quick update on where the United States aircraft carriers are. Well, it seems like one of them was spotted today in the Gulf of Oman. So this is actually very close to the coast of Iran. You look up there, let's see if you can see that. Maybe I should copy the image address here. Okay, here we are. All right, this white dot at the bottom is where the aircraft carrier is. It might be the Lincoln, could be the Bush, we don't know. And this is Oman right here. And just across is Iran. They're actually fairly close. It's only 280 kilometers, which is 280 kilometers, 2 miles, which is 173 miles. So not that far. Not that far. Why is this important? Well, this is 50 kilometers closer than 3 days ago. They're moving full speed ahead towards the coast of southern Iran. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is that indicative or anything? They're 50 kilometers closer in 3 days, and they're just chilling there.
Lincoln. A U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. We don't know which one it is. It says Lincoln or Bush.
Yeah, because it looks like the picture that you get from this is super like blurry, so they're not too sure on which one it is.
Really? You can't? Don't they have like distinct shapes?
The original person says the Abraham Lincoln, but
where is Boxer?
Still towards Singapore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. But you know, the point, the nice thing about this one was that they are getting much closer to the coast of southern Iran. It might just be because it's the weekend, who knows? Maybe they're just being ready. But it's the Bush. The Lincoln left deployment weeks ago. No, that was the Ford, I'm pretty sure.
That was Ford.
Ooh. Oh my God. The Ford. I reposted this on X. I'm going to pull this up. Guys, did you hear about how there was a fire on the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier? This was a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so that fire was made out to be not anything serious. Okay. Well, I hate to break it to you guys. It was a fire. It was a huge, huge fire. This is what it looks like. Okay, so look at this. And then I'll tell you the statistics of what actually happened afterwards.
Jeez.
So apparently, I think it was around 600 sailors had their accommodations affected. And this fire burned for 30 hours straight. So, no, it was no washing room fire or anything. It was a legit fire. And some Marine who was on this ship uh, actually said that I thought we were going to lose the ship.
Wow.
Yeah. 600 bunks. That's a lot. So now it makes sense why they had to dock and get that fixed.
The Islamic Republic supporters were taking credit for this, saying this was us. We did this.
Definitely. Yeah, they managed to infiltrate the fort, plant a bomb, and set fire to the bunks. They did it.
Yes. Good job.
And moving on from that,
Yeah. What caused it? What caused this?
no one knows.
Wait,
I don't think
thought
anyone's going
somebody
to come
said-
forward.
So they said lint in dryer. Wow. So
That's a good
shit.
way to put blame on no one. Be like, oh, yeah,
Oh.
someone forgot lint. Like, who knows? Who can know?
That's actually one of the number one way people die in their home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Damn. Yeah, should be careful.
Other ones being, I think one of the from the top 10, one of the highest one is carpet, like stairs in home. People fall, especially when there is a carpet, misaligned carpet next to the stairs. Like people die from that the most.
I see.
Yes. So guys, be careful. If you have stairs in your home, check the carpet around it. Make sure it's flat.
All right. Giving you guys an update on the situation of Karg Island. Seems like Islamic Republic state media is reporting that the situation is calm now and that it's deactivated. But we did hear something interesting, how for some reason, it looks like maybe this was a misfire, but the anti-air activity near Turkmenistan in Iran, so northwestern Iran, in the city of Gonbad Kavus was activated. Don't know why. Not sure.
So wait. One thing we got an update from Neil. Nilbani gave us a super chat. Thank you, Nilbani. And Nilbani is saying, chat thought the video of Oman getting hit might be 3 months old. I checked, sent the video posted by RT, citing Reuters as source in Telegram. So I have the video, but this is not the one that Ali was sharing. Oh, no, made a mistake. Here.
Well, thanks for checking.
Go over here. Let me. So let's remove this and then add this. Thank you, Nilbani.
Yeah, thank you,
So
Nilbani.
this is drone attack triggers explosions at Oman's Mina Al Fahal oil terminal. So this is 3 months ago, but this is not the one that Ali showed us. This is at nighttime. The one Ali showed us was at daytime. So yes, this is 3 months ago. But the one Ali you sent us, that's new, right? The one that you showed us.
Yeah, that's the one I found new.
Yeah, so this is not the same as the one that Ali showed. Oh, not this one. Yes, there we go. But that's good that you guys are keep checking these things. That's good. Thank you. And thank you, Nilbani.
Yeah, thank you, Nilbani. Okay, Armin, you ready?
Yes.
I want to get your opinion on this. What do you think about this? Let me bring this up.
ببینید تو این نظام هر کی به سمت دیگه میکشه، تو خودشون هم انقدر بحث هست، هیچ تصمیم آخری گرفته نمیشه. ما مردم این وسط گیر کردیم و میکنیم.
Oh my God. Wait,
Yep.
send that to me.
Okay. What do you think?
Oh my god. It seems like we were right.
We were right.
More signs, guys, that we were right.
Can you tell people what you think about it and what it means?
So
I'm gonna pull something up.
So it's on the wall. It says, Saeed Jalili, your لجبازی چی میشه؟ Hold on, just give me a second. Let me get me.
Your like
لجبازی.
childish games.
No, stubbornness. Sorry. So Jalili, your stubbornness is going to result in this country collapsing. So I think we should visit the boom boom sheet for this. So whoever wrote that graffiti is obviously pro-regime, right? Is pro-regime and anti-Paidari. So guys, this is Saeed Jalili, the most prominent figure in the Paidari camp, right? We now have graffitis by pro-regime people against other parts of the regime. So that sign suggests that there are certain people who think that the lack of flexibility of the Paidari camp is going to cause the Islamic Republic to fall. Meaning that, guys, think about this. Ali, think about this. Whoever wrote that is obviously pro-regime, but anti-Paidari. Yeah, ooh, drama. Exactly, Amy. Drama, exactly. And it also shows that if you are saying that your stubbornness is going to be the end of us, that means that you're a pro-regime person who thinks that the regime is being defeated, like the Americans and Israelis are winning, the Islamic Republic is losing, and for the survival, whoever wrote that thinks that the Islamic Republic should just give in to the Americans' demands for the survival of the regime, and people like Saeed Jalili are not letting it happen. That's what that person thinks. Great find, by the way, Ali. Great find.
Yeah, thank you. I actually have something similar to that you might also find interesting. This one isn't as juicy, but here's the fact, guys. If you're wondering why this is important, it's because who wrote it and where they are saying and writing it. These are public statements. People pass by, they can look at them. Now, maybe on the underside of a bridge, it's not that public, but if you come out on TV and you say something like this, let's see what this means. I want to get your thoughts on this. This is not like crazy, but it's something important.
ببینید ما نمیگیم هر آن کسی که میره مذاکره میکنه خائنه. خیر، این حرف بی‌مبناییه. ولی آیا ممکن است نتیجه همه این اقدامات بشود یک دهه خسارت محض که حضرت آقا گفتن؟ بله ممکنه.
Wait, play it again.
Okay.
ببینید ما نمیگیم هر آن کسی که میره مذاکره میکنه خائنه. خیر، این حرف بی‌مبناییه. ولی آیا ممکن است نتیجه همه این اقدامات بشود یک دهه خسارت محض که حضرت آقا گفتن؟ بله ممکنه.
So he's saying, like, we're not saying whoever goes and negotiates is a traitor. That's not what we're saying. Which when he says that, it means that that's what has been alleged, right, by some people. He's saying, but we do say that the result of all of this could be 10 years of absolute basically the price would be 10 years of devastation, like if we give in to the demands of the Americans. That's what he's suggesting. Is that what you took from it as well?
Exactly. It's why are we talking? Let's go back to fighting.
Yeah. This is what makes the negotiation so impossible for the Islamic Republic.
And why they're saying that is because there's divisions. Why do you want to go back to fighting so bad?
So he thinks that because of the negotiations, they're going to be hit really, really hard. So these are the kind of people who think that the damages inflicted upon the Islamic Republic from the negotiations is more than the damages inflicted upon the Islamic Republic from war, which he's not wrong. He's correct. The negotiations are hurting the Islamic Republic more than the than the bombings right now. So he got that right.
Yep. I also managed to get some information. Found some interesting charts. I like my charts, guys. This is data from the Central Bank of Iran. And you can see blue line go up. Blue line go up on the right side, which means right now. This is the cumulative inflation in the past 8 years of the Islamic Republic. We are at that blue line on the right side. If you add up the past 8 years of inflation, it is at over 2,000%. And that is what the Central Bank of Iran is reporting. So you know it's got to be way worse than that.
Wait, 2,000% over how many years?
Over 8 years. Past 8 years has exceeded the 2,000% mark.
2,000%.
Also, that's what
Holy
they're
shit.
saying. That's what they're saying, guys.
Wait, so okay. What would be the average year over year?
Yeah, the average of 2,000% over 8 years.
So let me ask because you can't just divide it by 8. Yeah, eight, like that's not how it
Yeah.
works. But what average annual inflation do you need for the cumulative inflation over 8 years to be 2,000%? So I'm going to ask AI to do the calculation for us. I think it's going to be less than 250, obviously, because okay, so it's 45% average annual.
500?
45. No, 45%.
Oh, 45. So I didn't hear that. 45% inflation. Man,
Annually,
average.
every year.
Wow. Wow. So you lose, if you're working every year, you lose about half of your salary's worth every year.
Well, not every year, every 2 years.
Every 2 years. Oh my
45.
Oh my God, you need so you need a 46% raise every
Yes,
2 years
You
to
need
just
that's
stay.
that's the best way to look at it. Your employers need to give you a 46% a year every year just to be able to keep the same lifestyle.
So you keep working, you keep getting better at your job, you stay there with more experience, and you need a 46% raise to have the
Keep up with the
same purchasing power you did before.
Yeah.
You can't buy anything else, like nothing crazy, no. Just to
And Ali,
maintain.
do you think that Iranian people have received 46% raises every year in the
No.
past 8 years? No.
No. The only people who are getting 46% raises are CEOs in America.
Which I'm not against, by the way, as a capitalist. So, yeah,
Jewish man
I don't know,
doesn't
Ali.
do
What do you
like
think about that? Huh?
what?
I
Samantha's
wanna-
not
I
gonna
wanna
like
s-
that.
I know. I'm on this unpopular campaign to stop anti-CEO hate. I don't know. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's the most unpopular.
Maybe wait a
position
couple
to hold.
years and then it'll
Oh,
work
look
better.
at it. Oh,
Nope,
there
we go.
she is. There she is. Oh, okay. There,
That's
hi,
funny.
Samantha.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's waiting. She's always been waiting for us to say something.
But
catchy.
guys, I wanted to share 2 treats for you guys, like 2 super duper important thing. So we'll get one of them right now. So we just got to look into the economic situation of Iran. By the way, it's worse. This is what the Islamic Republic is reporting. Okay, it's worse than that. All right, here we go. Important picture. Copy this. Boom, boom. All right. For those of you who might get a little discombobulated looking at this, let's just zoom in a little bit, okay? So go look. February is on the top left, okay? So we can see that in February 6th, negotiations between the US and Iran started. And they continued all the way until Epic Fury started February 28th. This is a timeline of everything with a prediction for the future that I'm going to make. Okay, so if you guys want to know where we're going, listen up. Here we go. February 28th, Epic Fury and Roaring Lion began. Then we can see this pink line all of March, right? The strikes continued. The second line right here, a pink line up top, boom. Then what I hate happened. And on April 7th, there was a ceasefire and negotiations, with a week after that being the US blockade. So on April 13th, the US blockade started. We're almost 2 months into the blockade now. And you can see that all of May, right here, this third row, was defined by negotiations and blockade. Hajj started, Hajj ended. Oh God, what just happened? And then here we go. The month of June. What is going to happen in the month of June? So here we are. Trump is going to be in Wisconsin, New Jersey, and New York this weekend. And the World Cup will start right after that. While the World Cup starts, we're going to have peak sandstorm season in the Middle East. And that is going to last for a long time, pretty much 2 full months, 2 months and a half. So here's what I'm thinking. If the sandstorms are not too severe, and I don't really care about the World Cup, I don't think that's going to stop anyone. If the sandstorms are not too severe, we could see a pickup in July, probably maybe after some of the main United States of America 250th birthday events. We're having our 250th anniversary of our country. And after Trump comes back from Turkey, so Trump will be going to Turkey on July 5th to July 9th. I think maybe after that, so like a month from now, but who knows? Could be just a ploy, could be just a front. We do want the regime to have a false sense of security. So
when are you guessing? This is great, by the way.
Yeah, I'm guessing after Trump comes back from Turkey. He's going to go to Turkey to have a NATO summit. And it's not just him, it's all of the NATO leaders will be in Turkey at that time. And so
Why not
NATO is
before
actually
it?
bringing in.
What stops
Sorry, what?
him? Why not before then? Like, what is the main obstacle?
I just feel like he's a little too close to the action there. But
Which
I don't know.
action?
So if they were to do their extreme campaign, the bombing campaign on Iran, on the IRGC, he's in Turkey.
Oh.
And
So FIFA,
I don't know if he's
FIFA
going to
has
Turkey.
no effect.
I don't think FIFA has any
no
effect because people are coming to the United States, and the United States hasn't suffered a attack on its homeland in 224 years.
9/11. You're not counting 9/11?
Oh, I meant like by a foreign nation. But yeah, 9/11. Yeah.
26.
226. Okay.
No.
Oh no, I meant
26
26 for 9/11. Well, I meant
yeah.
like an official country attacking the homeland of the United States. So I was talking about the War of 1812, where the British came into Washington, D.C. and burn down the White
The
House.
Canadians, the proto-Canadians,
Mm.
they burned down the White House.
So what I'm thinking, Armin, okay, so you see how it says Trump, NATO,
So
Turkey?
somebody saying, Steven is saying 9/11 wasn't by a foreign nation. No, Al Qaeda is not a nation state. So no.
Yeah. But yeah, if we count 9/11, then it's been 26 years.
26.
So okay, Trump, NATO, Turkey. NATO's moving in 40,000 troops, a ton of missile interceptors.
Wait. 1 second. Texas is saying they were British. I mean, that's why I said proto-Canadians. Okay. They were soon to be Canadians. But yeah, go on. Oh yeah,
Also,
Pearl
Jewish
Harbor.
Samantha said Pearl Harbor. I said mainland
Yeah.
America.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so NATO's bringing in 40,000 personnel, all their missile interceptors, tons of jet squadrons, and etc. to protect all of the NATO leaders who are going to be meeting in Turkey. So it's not like security is going to be low. But I'm thinking, why risk it at all? And, if we want to get super conspiratorial, which I won't, but, if you guys want me to say it, I will. And here we go. It even says it right here. Unless there are major and consistent sandstorms, strikes could still take place.
Mm.
And then how much time do we have until the midterms? Well, September 18th. So that gives us about, let's just say if it starts after the NATO summit, you got about 2 months. Got 2 months until the midterms. Until the voting begins.
Okay, so here's the thing. I know Texas Troop is going to say President Trump doesn't care about the midterms, but you also have to take into account that President Trump might want oil prices to not be very high before the midterms, for it to not have a negative effect on the midterms. I think he cares about the midterms, but I might be wrong. I think he does because he's.
I agree.
What?
By the way, I agree. Oh, interesting, Deborah.
not what
You're
I
right.
thought.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So the Japanese attacks on California in World War II were very limited, very small, but they did happen. You're right, actually. I totally forgot that. Guys, breaking news. Oh, sorry. Just to end what you were talking about, the people around President Trump care. They want to get elected again. Okay. Crazy.
I think it's possible that maybe President Trump is if he's planning an attack, if he's gonna wait for after the midterms, so that oil prices stay down, and eventually it brings the gas prices down in the U.S. and so the high gas prices doesn't negatively affect the midterms, and then maybe resume to maybe if he's planning a military operation to do it after. Yeah, and also Neil Bunny is saying dust storms are more important in ensuring the pilots are as safe as possible. Yeah, also because President Trump just recently came and said that he doesn't want to repeat what Jimmy Carter. Did you hear that? President Trump, because Jimmy Carter, when he sent the military to go save the American hostages in Iran in 1979, it was a sandstorm, dust storm that ruined the operation. And President Trump just yesterday, I think he said that he doesn't want to repeat Jimmy Carter's mistake.
Correct. Breaking news. You guys ready for this? 3 blasts in Keshem Island in the Strait of Hormuz 6 minutes ago. Well, 8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago now.
Breaking news. Shh.
In addition, we have United States Air Force airstrikes in Western Iraq. Interesting.
Wait, say that one
Ooh.
again. I was checking something.
United States Air Force has conducted airstrikes on the Saladin Governorate in western Iraq.
Oh, really? Why?
Just now, 1 minute ago. Reported 1 minute ago by Shin. And looks like CNN reports are saying that the IRGC launched multiple drones towards the Strait of Hormuz, and that the United States forces has shot down at least 4 of them just now. And it looks like the United States retaliated because there are blasts in Keshem Island.
What was the Islamic Republic hit?
We don't know what they hit, but we know that they've launched a lot of drones towards the Strait of Hormuz. Looks like the U.S. intercepted 4 of them, and then they struck back. And so these explosions on Keshem Island are the United States striking back at the IRGC.
So people in the chat are saying in Iraq you're probably hitting PMF, which is the Popular Mobilization Front, or Hashd al-Shabi. Yeah, Babylon is also saying militias in Iraq. Hopefully those Hashd al-Shabi fuckers are being set on fire right now.
Yeah, they've
That
been
would be
hit
great.
nonstop. They actually never stop getting hit. They're just getting hit less right now during this ceasefire. Yeah, well,
Oh, okay. So Katie is saying, are we really leaning towards waiting until after the midterms? That's a long time and risky. It might even take even longer, honestly. It might, we don't know. Even longer. You guys, we might be waiting for a while. So just be ready for that. Also, we got a super chat regarding the inflation. Saber Coaching, thank you so much for the super chat, saying this is why big companies in Iran love inflation. They pay back way less in government loans than they borrow. Oh yeah, interesting. Also because a lot of the IRGC loves inflation because they earn in USD. IRGC's main source of revenue is oil and gas sales, which basically pays them in USD. And so basically inflation in Iran means that their cost is decreasing and while the revenue stays the same. Yeah, people are saying this is a mostly peaceful ceasefire.
all right. To recap, for
Can you
anyone who may have joined, sorry,
send that to me as well? Sorry.
the timeline? Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
This timeline is fantastic. It's looking beautiful.
Guys, to recap for anyone that may have joined, what ended up happening tonight was that the United States has seized an oil tanker belonging to the IRGC, one of their shadow fleet tankers, stateless, tanker, gray area in the law. They seized it off the coast of India. The IRGC didn't like that very much. And it seems like some things happened over Karg Island tonight where the air defense activity was activated. We don't know if there were explosions on Karg Island yet. We do know, however, that just now, 14 minutes ago, the United States did strike and hit the Strait of Hormuz island of Keshem, where the IRGC likes positioning their rocket launchers on, and that there are 3 more explosions yet again tonight, making it 2 weeks almost in a row where there are explosions in the Strait of Hormuz. Great ceasefire.
So I'm hearing this Iranian news agency Mer denies reports of explosions occurring on Kharg Island, citing their local reporter. I mean, we don't trust them, but whatever.
Yeah. And then we went through the inflation that has been happening in the Islamic Republic for the past 8 years. So the cumulative inflation over the past 8 years reached 2,000%, which means 45% inflation on average every year, which means you need a 45% raise to just stay even. No one getting that. No one's getting
Also,
that.
Ali, it gets really worse because the many people in Iran are unfortunately rely on government subsidies to be able to pay for basic food. This is the problem with subsidies, by the way. and the government just came out and announced that they're not increasing those subsidies, even after this mass inflation, which is insane.
If those subsidies still exist.
No, they do exist, but like if they stop existing, like there would be riots tomorrow.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because they were like there's nothing to, like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Like that's by the way, this guys, subsidies are evil because it basically creates an addiction, and without it, then it's really bad. It's really bad. It creates dependency, and it's really hard to get off of it. Yeah, they have no money to increase the subsidies. So many people are gonna go hungry.
So we have a couple of really important things for you guys, particularly if you're American, you'll want to hear this. But before that, it seems like an Iraqi airstrike has now targeted a gathering of ISIS members in Saladin government. Seems like the United States and the Iraqi government are coordinating striking ISIS.
Holy shit.
Yeah, wow.
That's amazing. That's great news.
So if
By the way,
you're
ours-
American,
Oh yeah, go ahead first, and then I'll read that.
oh no, you should say it.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna appreciate ours who just gave us a super chat. You want to read that?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Arazu says, "Love you both. Thank you for all you do." Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
If you're
Arzu.
in America, you're going to want to listen up to this. I have two pieces of news for you Americans, for us Americans. One is, I'm going to start with the bad news. Okay.
Ooh.
So the bad news is it's about to get pretty bad. Let me go here. All right. Oh, I want to share this. There we go. Do you guys know what this means? This is a graph, another graph. I got it. You guys can just close your eyes. This graph is titled the United States trucking rates. Okay. And take a guess as to what trucking rates means. And look at the lines. They're going up. So 2026 starts right here. And you can see there's a huge jump in 2026. Before that, it was kind of flat. Boom. 2026, we're 6 months in, and the trucking rates have more than doubled. That means that it's going to cost American companies more than 2 times to transport goods, which means you guys have to pay for it. So good luck to us.
Wait. Explain that again? What are we
This is
looking
the
at?
United States trucking rates. So it's going
What
to
does that mean?
cost companies to it's going to cost companies more to transport stuff.
Oh, okay.
When the cost of
So
goods,
you're going to see that in
transportation
cost
goes
of
up,
goods. You're going to see prices
inflation.
go up.
Yeah,
Inflation.
we going to pay for this one. It's all
And
up
this
on
is
us.
because of fuel prices going up mostly, obviously, right?
Yeah, so this would be trucks use diesel, and so that's the bad news.
This is something Trump needs to bring down before the midterms. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. So this is the piece of bad news here. I'm trying to find that piece of good news. I actually saved it. I think it's right around here. But for the first time ever, here it is. Found it. So, guys, for the first time ever, on President Trump's 500th day in office, we have something really interesting happen. A nuclear reactor in the United States has reached criticality. This is the first time in more than 4 decades. This is a breakthrough in nuclear technology. We haven't had one in a long time. And when Armin says the United States has done more for any country, for the world than any other country by providing technological advancements, here's an example of it. Now, this is not a breakthrough that's going to change everything all at once, but this is something that it kind of shows you that it is possible to advance in nuclear technology, which has not happened in decades. So
Nice.
here we go. So that's a big thing right there.
That's fantastic. This is,
But
by the way, guys, everything, the whole politics, economics, everything is about finding ways to use intelligence to direct energy in a way that achieves our goal, right? So it's a combination of motivation, intelligence, and energy. That's what everything is about, right? So with more intelligence, you will come up with better systems to direct energy in the direction for us to achieve our goals. So every single obstacle in the path of humans, every single one of them, it's either a lack of energy, a lack of intelligence, a lack of proper systems, or a lack of motivation. So okay, so that's all the obstacles that exist, all of them. And obviously intelligence and systems, maybe you could mix them with each other, right? So if we get better, more energy, it would unleash so much potential in the human race in a way that we haven't ever seen before. So we're already in the middle of an intelligence revolution with AI. We're going to have access to more intelligence that we have ever had in our history. That is going to unchain us. And with new sources of energy, especially fusion and better, nuclear, we will be unchained on the energy front as well. And we're going to be moving towards godhood at this rate pretty soon.
yeah, so if you guys are wondering what this means, it means that if you, I'm trying to find an equivalent here. So imagine before you had car engines, you had to like start them up, like crank them and get the motor going, and the motor was like just a bit more unstable. Okay, it was bigger, it was more unstable. The stopping and the starting was hard. With this is a new micro reactor, so it's not only smaller, but it's safer. And the whole experiment was to have it start and keep going on its own. So previously with other nuclear reactors, you got to keep doing a lot more, like a ton more maintenance. This one takes less maintenance, it's safer, it's smaller, and that's why it's a breakthrough. So
This is great news.
oh, you know what? A better way of saying it is think about it this way. When car engines were being made, sometimes they would just randomly explode. This time, this nuclear reactor started and kept going on its own. It's just like a car engine sitting idle. You can leave it there for an hour, 6 hours, it'll still be on, it'll still keep going. You don't have to worry about your car blowing up. That's what just happened. So I have something for you, Armin. Something about something that you like to do in the mornings. This will be a little bit of fuel for that. But before that, someone in the chat earlier was asking about this. This is the Department of State of the United States of America leading foreign policy. Okay, that's their job. And they released this video, and they released it in Farsi.
Oh, wow. What?
Yes. Yes. So this is aimed at Iranians, and if my website would load, I could show you guys, but oh, there we go. Finally. My computer can't handle it. I have like 20 tabs open. Okay, here we go. Finally. Please.
Ooh,
You're embarrassing me.
share that with me. When was this posted? People are asking.
I think
Let me check.
yesterday.
Yesterday? Wow.
Oh my god, let me just see if I can find it on X. My computer is embarrassing me in front of everyone.
Oh no. Get some extra RAM. People cheapest. Steven is saying.
Yeah, the most expensive part. Oh, come on. Wow.
Send it to me.
You think you know a guy. Okay. Okay, I just sent it to you. Do you see? Can you see if you pull it up? This is one of those like, "Mom, can you pick me up" moments.
So this one?
Yeah. Let's see if it plays for you. And we can translate it for people too.
برای
Nice.
هزاران سال مردم ایران تمدن بشری را شکل دادند. شعر
Should we just translate it like as the video is playing?
هنر
Okay. What
Yeah,
the hell?
I can
I
try
don't
doing
like
it.
this. Can you do a? Can you find it on X? I don't like
Yeah, I'm
this.
gonna try and find it on X. I don't know why they made it so difficult. By the way, I've seen this thing like 20 times on X, and I thought I would pull it from the State Department directly, and then here's what's happening. State Department message to Iranians. Please don't make me go to Fox News website. Come on. Oh, I found a version of it with subtitles. Okay.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, send that to me as well then.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. And I can just play it here. I'll just go ahead and share. Boom. All right, here we go. Finally. Okay. I'll just okay, actually, yeah. For any of you listen or not being able to read, I'll just read it out for you as we go. For thousands of years, the Iranian people shaped human civilization. Poetry, science, medicine, architecture, and art. When we Americans look at Iran, we see a great nation with a rich history, rich in talent and potential. Today, millions of Iranians want the same thing as people everywhere. They want stability, freedom of expression, and a life without fear. Around the world, Iranians succeed wherever there is freedom and opportunity. So what's holding Iran back? The problem is not the Iranian people. The problem is the leadership who is afraid of engagement and instead of opportunity chooses oppression. Strong nations must have trust in their people. The future of Iran must be shaped by the people, not by fear or threats. This future must be made by the people themselves. The story of Iran is still being written. The best chapter of Iran is yet to come. Released by the United States State Department.
That's amazing. This was This was just yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Amazing. That's fantastic. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, please send that to me.
Sure. Oh, I did. Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
I have a news to share as well whenever you have time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay. So is Neil Bunny here? Because Neil Bunny showed me this yesterday and now I have an update. Neil Bunny, you're here? Okay. So you saw this already, Ali. Mark Levin quote posted us again. Second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Neil Bunny, look at this. We are trending again for the second time. look, we're trending again because of the second video that I got from inside Iran. Look at this. So I posted another video that I received sent to me from inside Iran. So this is the caption. Let me read the caption and then I'll play the video. I said, direct from Tehran, arm us. The momentum is building. I said, this man just risked everything to show the world that the Iranian people want to be armed. They are desperate to get this message out. And after the massive response to the video of the woman I posted earlier, more people need to amplify their calls. I asked for proof from the ground, and he answered by filming this right in the heart of Tehran. Look closely at what he is doing. He is driving down an active highway in broad daylight, holding an illegal sign punishable by death against his steering wheel, right in front of the Milad Tower. He's operating directly under the regime's nose to prove this resistance is real. For the millions he represents, demanding weapons is no longer a political debate. It is a tactical necessity for survival. Peaceful protest against live ammunition has proven impossible. They aren't asking for foreign boots on the ground. They are asking for the basic means to defend themselves against the systemic slaughter. He risks his life to bypass the blackouts and deliver this geographical proof. Do not let the regime bury his bravery. So let's watch this video. The Milad Tower. I asked them to record videos that makes it undeniable that this is from inside Iran. So he went and recorded it with the Milad Tower in the background. It says, please arm us. We need to be armed. And this one says, again, that's the Milad Tower right there, saying people of Iran need to be armed. And then you can see, so Mark Levin, quote, posted it saying, arm the Iranian people. And the song was saying Javid Shah in the background. And look at this, it got on trending again. Tehran's drivers arm us sign fuels debate on Iran's opposition, saying Iranian Canadian activist Armin Navabi shared a 25-second video of the driver displaying the English sign amid busy highway traffic, calling it proof. Yeah, so by the way, I don't know how I figured out I'm Iranian Canadian. It's not in my bio, but that's pretty cool.
Have you tried Googling yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, people say that we know the song Texas Trip is saying, yes. We play it at the beginning of Iran Revolution Live. But look at this. Look at this. Oh, Goldie shared it. And then so many other people were now posting it. Look at that. Look at that. Shared, posted. Ooh, so it's now going everywhere. So we're doing it, guys. Let me actually post a link to the tweet, to the post, to you guys in the chat in case you want to share it. But this is how you amplify the voices of the Iranian people. So it's done. And thank you guys for supporting this campaign. I'm going to keep
well done, Armin.
Maybe pushing for, yeah?
Guys, think about it. The guy that you watch was able to have Iranians in Iran make these videos, send it to him, and is now being shared to the point where President Trump himself has probably seen it because he watches Mark Levin. Think about that.
I don't know about that, but thank you. Thanks.
Okay,
No,
so I
thank you
don't know
guys
how I
in the
missed
chat.
this. I read this earlier today and then I totally missed it. I don't know how. Okay, guys, this is something that's really, really scary to me because of the implications of what I thought about. Let me translate this page for you guys first out of Farsi. Come on, please. Okay, there we go.
No.
Also, yeah, thank you, Armin. This is great. I think we should keep doing this.
Okay. Yeah, I look at this. Shannon is being so sweet. Everyone else is saying, take credit, Armin. You put in work every day. You deserve it. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, you should. You should definitely take.
Thank
Armin
you.
doesn't like taking credit for things, so we have to force him
Yeah.
to.
Thank you guys.
Okay. All right. So everyone knows who these two guys are, right? This the guy on the left looks like he's tweaking out completely. But this is Jared Kushner on the left, and this is Steve Witkoff on the right, the special envoys to the Middle East. All right. These guys are the ones in charge of negotiations, okay? They did something today which scared me a lot. They went and they met with a group of nuclear experts in Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee. Or sorry, this was yesterday, last night. Why would you need to meet with nuclear experts? My immediate thought was to maybe get more informed when they go and negotiate with the Islamic Republic. Okay. But then I'm thinking, have you not done your homework? You've been doing this, it's been 6 months now that you've been thinking about this. What's going on? And I got myself thinking, and here's what I'm scared of. I'm not saying this might happen or is happening, but I'm thinking, what if the Islamic Republic, they have their other uranium, and if they have enriched it to a certain point, guys, remember, if you enrich this uranium to like, what is it, like 4%, you're already 70% of the way there to a nuclear weapon. 4% enriched uranium is more than halfway to a nuclear bomb. What if they have enriched uranium and they will conduct a nuclear test with that uranium? So just keep in mind for that. And that's because the Islamic Republic might realize they don't have a lot of time, and they might resort to some pretty heinous actions here. So them meeting with these experts now of all times and places is really interesting to me. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
So, what will be the topic of the meeting then? What's your theory on why they're meeting?
They might be meeting, if they're meeting for the reasons that they say they're meeting, just to be more informed about the nuclear know-hows. But part of it, I think, is trying to understand how fast could the Islamic Republic build a dirty bomb, just like a quasi-nuclear weapon, and test it, and what effect that might have. How fast could they do it?
Interesting. Ali,
Yeah.
it's interesting. A lot of people don't talk about this, so let's talk about this right now. I think at some point there will be conversation that the Islamic Republic has more than the 440 kilogram of enriched uranium under the rubble in Natanz, Isfahan, and Fardo. I think at some point people are going to start admitting that there's more enriched uranium in other places of Iran that is not even under the rubble, and then the Islamic Republic has access to. This is a conversation that so many people are not having, and I think eventually will become a major part of the conversation. And some people are avoiding having this conversation right now. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think? And I think the intelligence, obviously, CIA, Mossad notice, but politically, this is too messy to bring up right now.
This is why we're on a timer here. Also, I mean, whatever. Get the uranium, get the enriched uranium out of Fordo, Natanz, whatever, right? The one that's buried underground. So what? What's to stop the Islamic Republic from getting more uranium in the future, enriching it again, back to square one? They know how to do it.
Guys, there is no end to any of this until there's regime change. Okay? There's absolutely no end. This is if we like this is if we don't do regime change, it's just kicking the can down the road. There is absolutely no solution, and the world will not be able to tolerate this. One way or another, the Islamic Republic has to go. One way or another. It doesn't. There is no other way. Oh, do you want to answer Texas Troop here?
What if they were meeting? Texas Troop says, what if they were meeting with them, the nuclear experts, to discuss retrieval or to interview people to take with them to the Middle East for future negotiations? I mean, anything's a possibility, sure. They could be. I'm just raising the point that the Islamic Republic should not be underestimated at all. They're not just sitting back. They're doing everything they possibly can, and they're ideologically driven, which means they will do whatever is necessary.
We got a super chat from Vashi saying, thank you, Vashi. Thank you for the super chat. Saying, Vashi saying, Armin, get a suit for the next Donald Trump party. Okay, I will. Guys, I will every time from now on, every time I buy a suit or anything that, clothing related for my live streams or for anything events related to what we do, I'll come and show it to you guys, okay? And you guys could tell me if you approve or not.
Wow. Okay.
And then thank you, Vashi. And we got another super chat by Dom Dividend saying Shabbat Shalom. I always like to say Shabbat Shalom like that because I heard when I was in Jerusalem, it was Shabbat, and there was somebody in the street at night and going around just saying Shabbat Shalom. So now every time I hear Shabbat Shalom, I just hear it in that man's voice every single time. By the way, guys, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And yes, thank you, Dom Dividend, for the super chat. You started a comment, I think. You wanted to respond to that?
Yes. So Steve Moretz, also thank you guys for the super chat. Okay, so they're saying, Steve Moretz is saying, any more news on the Iraqi attacks? Yeah, it looks like they're getting hammered. A lot of JI activity over Baghdad, which is the capital of Iraq.
Yeah.
Airstrikes on the western side of Iraq by both the United States and Iraqi forces, shooting down of IRGC drones that are flying in. It's a full active war zone in Iraq. There's all sorts of stuff going on there. And speaking of warfare, there is some breaking news that has just come out. So I was talking about how CENTCOM has shot down 4 drones. CENTCOM has confirmed this. They said moments ago, CENTCOM forces shot down 4 Iranian one-way attack drones, so the Shahed drones. Well, it looks like they were saying that those drones were going for the oil tankers on the water and that they defended them. As a result, CENTCOM hit surveillance radar sites in Kesh Island and Goruk. So those were the 3 explosions that we heard in Kesh Island about 45 minutes ago. But that is not all. Well, guys, speaking as of 3 minutes ago, Sirik Naval Base has been targeted again for the billionth time, and I'm going to pull up the map here just so you guys get an idea for what's going on. Sirik is where they store their fast attack boats. They like to come out and lay mines in the Strait of Hormuz. So here we go right here. All right, if this could please load any bit quicker. Come on. What's going on today? Computers. Usually everything's
Labs
fine,
are
but
expensive now, I guess.
oh man. Maybe I should close a
Wait.
couple of tabs here.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
having 20 tabs open does that. Maybe you should
Yeah.
do that.
Okay, this is the Strait of Hormuz. Cash Island is where that blue marker is. It's for something else. And that was hit again. Sirik is here on the right side. Okay. You guys can see that's actually the narrowest point of the Strait of Hormuz. They like to launch fast attack boats from here, and they like to shoot missiles from Kashim Island, which is right there. And also in Farsi, we pronounce it Besh. I know, guys, in the chat, you guys are ripping me apart. But let's just go to Sirik here and show you guys what we're talking about. Come on. Okay. As you can see on the coastline, you can see some docks here for smaller boats. So they used to use these. They don't use them anymore. What they end up using now is that along the coast, they have tunnels. And they bring the boats out of these tunnels, and then they put them back in the tunnels when things are done. They usually do that at night, so it's harder to see them from satellite imagery. And that is what we just saw happen. Looks like the IRGC are not going to be happy about this one because they just got hit again. So let's kind of see what their response is. Personally, Armin, I feel like the United States is doing everything they can to provoke the IRGC into doing all-out strikes.
I think they're just doing whatever they want with them because they know that the IRGC doesn't want to start war, so it's safe to hit them whenever you want.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And as we're rounding into the last half hour of the show, I had a couple of things for Armin to look at that he's going to like.
Ooh. Well, let's read the super chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Amir, thank you so much, Amir. Getting us to our goal. We got confetti in the chat. Thank you, Amir.
Thank you, Amir.
Thank you, Amir the Crooked. Saying Shabbat Shalom. Appreciate both of you brilliant minds. Confetti. He knew his number 10, so that's why he does his confetti. Thank you. Guys, for people who don't know, when you get to your goal in the super chats, the chat section just puts out confetti, so that's why. Thank you, Amir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Amir. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to start off with the good clips first?
Me.
Okay, let's do it. All right. So I showed you guys, I think it was yesterday or the day before, what the United States did to a couple of the tunnels that the IRGC used for missile launchers. Well, let's take a look at that again. So we got another clip of the same guy complaining. This is the same site, just a different angle and a different video. And I think it's pretty funny. So let's take a look. It's only 15 seconds.
Wait, this guy is still posting? Nobody's stopping him?
This is the best part, okay? So guys, don't get mad at the guy posting this, the guy taking this video, because he's actually doing us a service by showing us this. Look at the tunnel. If you guys can, let me see if I can take a snip of this to show you guys better. Little screenshot. Save as. Let's open this up. Okay, there's something in particular that I want to show you guys about this. Also, Armin, I thought it was really funny how he said, you spend years working on these tunnels and these fatherless people come and destroy it all.
So yeah, like bastards, right? So,
these bastards.
So basically, the guy recording this is part of the construction team, And you're like, we spent years building these tunnels, and these bastards just blew it up. That's what he said. Oh my god.
So let's take a look at this, guys. Okay. Look at
Ooh.
those. Ooh. What could those have been punching holes into these
Wow.
tunnels? Look at that. Do you guys see how precise bunker busters are in these missiles this is American tech. Look at these holes. There's one on the right side and there's one on the top side of the tunnel. Damn.
Look at this. People are saying we ventilated it in a moment, and then Texas Troops saying, "LOL, we gave it a sunroof."
Yeah.
I love the Americans here. It's like I love it. This is so wholesome. Taking credit for it. Like say, like if we yes, you guys did that. Like, thank you. That's great. Like, yep, we gave it a sunroof. Yeah, it looks good. It's an improvement.
Yeah, there it is. So I thank this guy for showing us the result of this.
Oh my god. I love our community. They're so amazing.
So we have that.
Look at it. Shannon saying Trump is like a 6-year-old playing with an ant from saying, "Oh, look, they're digging the tunnels. Shake, shake, shake." I'm like, oh no, you're really good from the like oh my god. You know, that brings back memories actually.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me of something. I wanted to say that hole on the right side is almost horizontal. And I wanted to highlight the fact that United States bunker busters can actually go horizontal. Like they can fly in this way. Like they don't have to drop straight top down. So if you're in a canyon, right, like this. So I mean, let me just. So if you're setting up your base at the bottom of a canyon and there's like rock walls all around you, you can actually shoot that missile for it to go. Okay, so it's like this. That missile can go in directly like this and hit him. I think these guys were just testing it out at that point. So,
wait, I want to respond to this, okay? Because Texas Troops saying LOL at Armin, saying brings back memories, and Texas Smith also saying Armin and his ants. Okay, this Ali, can I share some memories, my childhood memories with people? Okay, do we have time for that? Okay. Because this gets very sophisticated. Okay, I had this whole thing. Okay, in the garden area of our house, there was this area, and I wasn't just playing with ants. I was creating an entire nation of ants. Okay, I basically created tunnels, created a mountain, and I had beans. I planted beans to have forest area. I created a river with running water, and I had sugar cubes, and I pretended that these are diamonds, and I would shove the sugar cubes into the the mountain areas that I created for the ants to come dig this sugar out. Like I was pretending that they were mining for diamonds, right? Because every single sugar, I don't know what you call it, piece was
Sugar
look
cube?
like a diamond. No, not a cube, like each like the tiny bit. What do you call that, right? So if I put like the sugar cubes inside the mountains areas that I created, when the ants would dig in to go and bring it out, they would come out carrying this big diamond on their back. So it would look like they're mining for diamonds, right? Yeah. So each little crystal, right? So I planted beans, and they would go through the forest, and they had rivers, and they had everything, and I just created this beautiful scenery of these mine workers just going in and digging out crystals and taking it, into their holes. And yeah, I had this whole big area that looked like a mining operation, right? But yes, that's anything. Wow, you're beautiful. Thank you guys. And then here's what happened. One day I showed up to basically give these ants sugar cubes to dig those out, and I noticed that there was something like my ants were black, okay, but there was these tiny little red ants that all of a sudden showed up, and they were attacking my black ants, and there was an entire war. Like I was witnessing a war. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Like it was war, red versus black war in my garden, in my mining operation. And I was like, holy shit, this is fascinating. So I was like following everything, and I was seeing these red ants like pulling the black ants apart. I was like, oh my god, this is war. Like, by the way, the black ants were pathetic. They weren't even defending themselves, but the red ants were fucking crazy. Like they were killing every single black ant, killing them and tearing them apart. I was like, this is interesting. And I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm witnessing a war take place, which is kind of interesting. And after these red ants are done killing my entire workforce, I'm pretty sure they're going to replace them, and they're going to stay here. And now I will basically, they will be the people who the ants that will continue the mining operation. Okay, but then they left. They killed my entire workforce, and they left. They didn't stay behind. I was like, what the fuck? So yes, like I don't know, almost a year of and I don't know what happened. I gave up. I was like, fucking hell. So, but it was fun to watch an battle, a war in real time. I was thinking like, wow, nobody gets to do this. Like I was like from the top, this is a real war, and I'm like watching it in real time. So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
I used to trap lizards, and then I would put them into a big bowl, like a fighting pit, and I would try to make them fight. And then if they didn't want to fight, I would let them go.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. It might freak my mom out because they're like, they're gonna bite you, they're gonna like hurt you. And I'm like, nope. Okay, so we have a update regarding President Trump provoking the regime again in an interview with a interesting setting, like he's sitting in a barn. And right before that, we're going to show you guys how the people of Fiji are doing something very cool.
Oh, this is so cool. Yes.
Look, that's Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi.
From there, you could, if you step back, brother.
Fiji, love you, Fiji. Thank you, Fiji. What are we doing?
Oh,
The Fiji, or is it Hawaiian?
Is that Hawaii? Close enough.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Like, did these guys all the way
Yes,
over here
yay.
know about this? Maybe there's an Iranian in there. Who knows?
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
And
Though. Thank you, Fiji.
Listen, you guys
Shout
wanted to
out
see
to Fiji.
the
Yes.
good clips first. I don't know what's wrong with you guys, because here's something to bring
Oh,
on you
shit.
down.
Yeah, wait. Did you send a video of this to me yesterday? I think you
Yeah,
didn't
of the
send it
board.
to me.
We went over it in the show actually.
Yeah, but did you send me the video? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here it is. Look at it. Wow. It's not. It's a
Fuck.
foreign occupation.
Shit.
I hate that. Is that's the Palestinian flag, right?
Well, let me see. That's
On
Iraq.
the bottom left.
Wait. Oh shit.
Bottom
So
left.
Iraq, Palestine, and Lebanon,
Lebanon. Yeah, and Hezbollah.
and Hezbollah top right.
Great.
Fucking hell. Can you send that to me as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, occupation, exactly.
Here it is.
Thank you. Foreign occupiers, like the fire ants, like the red ants, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they were like the fire ants because the fire ants left. These fuckers are not leaving.
They're not. But let's go from there to a clip of an interview that President Trump just had today. He's talking about the leaders of the IRGC of the Islamic Republic.
President, that Iran is begging to make a deal.
True.
If they are so desperate to make a deal, why haven't they made a deal with you yet?
Because it's a very hard thing for them. They've had great independence. They've dealt with very weak and ineffective leadership on behalf of the United States and other countries, frankly, that allowed them to get away with murder. And I think they can't believe they're in the situation where they've been virtually decapitated.
But if they're so desperate, Mr. President, why haven't they said yes to the terms you're
they're
proposing?
Strong, they're proud. There are things they never thought they'd be doing that they're going to have to do. They've got no choice. And it takes a little while. You know, you're talking about 47 years of getting away with whatever they wanted. I mean, this should have been done long ago.
Because they're strong and proud, and they thought they would never be in this situation. That seems a little bit like an insult to me. And for you, this is for you, Armin. You ready?
Yeah.
Also, are we able to show a clip of like the PBD podcast? I don't know. Have you reviewed those in the morning?
Yeah, I have. What the
Okay.
fuck? Two of the shittiest people on earth next to each other.
Oh,
What
you're
is
gonna
this?
love this. You're gonna love this.
Are you sure? I think I'm gonna hate it. No.
Yeah, you're gonna hate this.
No, I'm Shia. Right? I'm a Shia
I know.
Muslim.
I know
which
you're
is
Shia.
Which
yeah.
is the majority religion in Iran.
Sure.
Right? So I do, but there are two types of Shias. This is a very crude, I'm trying to explain to your audience. Religiously, theologically, politically, there's two types of Shias. There are those who believe in what's called Vilayat Faqih, WF. They believe that Khomeini, this was a political theory, some say a religious theory, pushed by Ayatollah Khomeini, that said that the clerics, the Ayatollahs, the mullahs, whatever you want to call them, they should rule. Power should be with them. That is the model that Iran has followed. There is another school of thought that comes out of Iraq, mainly out of a city called Najaf, and an Ayatollah called Sistani, who is the leading Shia Ayatollah in Iraq today. And they say, no, we are all for religion. We're all, we want everyone to practice Islam, Shia Islam, but we're not going to rule. After the Americans toppled Saddam, Ayatollah Sistani did not do a Khomeini. He did not say, I'm going to become supreme leader of Iraq. He said, have elections, democracy, vote. I'm going to stay in my house and I'm going to give you advice, religious advice when you need it. I follow the Ayatollah Sistani view of the world, crudely put.
Sure.
I don't follow the Ayatollah Khomeini view of the world. So when you say to me, was he good for Iran? As a governmental system, no, I don't support the governing.
Ayatollah Sistani what we had in Iran before Khomeini came. The Sistanis create the framework, the fertile ground for Khomeinis to grow out of them. We had Bourjerdi before Khomeini. Bourjerdi was like Sistani. They create the conditions for Khomeinis to come out of Bourjerdi. Also, fuck Sistani, because Sistani said shit about the Islamic Republic massacring its own people, but then it came on Americans and Israelis for attacking the Islamic Republic. So fuck both Khamenei and Sistani.
Yes, absolutely. And do you guys remember how we say every time that the Islamic Republic thinks that the pressure is less on them, that they start going back to their Durka ways? Let's take a look at this. This girl showed up on the news, not wearing any hijab, and she gets questioned. They're like, wait, how come you're showing up here without hijab? And she's like, well, I love my country. And they're like, didn't anyone say anything to you? And she's like, yeah, people come to me and they're like, now that you're raising the flag, why don't you put on your hijab? And she's like, I won't do it.
توی شبا احساس میکنم تیپ‌های مثل شماها یه ذره کم شدن.
I feel like recently these nights, people like you are a little bit less. I think referring to like how she looks and that she's not wearing hijab.
قبول داری؟
بعد از اینکه این جنگ دیگه داره تموم میشه و حالا این اتفاقات تموم شده خیلی اومدن یهو میان بهت میگن که خانم پرچم دستته شالتو هم سرت کن.
Now that the war is ending, a lot of people are coming up to me and saying, well, it's good that you're raising the flag, but also wear hijab.
No, wait. She's saying now that the war has ended now that there's less conflict, now they're coming us and telling us to put the hijab on. So guys, this was exactly our prediction. When the things are tense, they're allowing these women to not wear the hijab. When things start going back to normal, they will come back to them and tell them to put the hijab on. We told you exactly that this would happen, and now it's happening.
یعنی این ایجاد دو دستگی.
به شما تذکر دادن یعنی؟
بله 2-3 بار بهم تذکر دادن و
کجا بوده تذکر دادن؟
توی انقلاب و توی آریاش.
So they're saying, so are they telling you, are they warning you that you need to put a hijab on? She's like, yeah, 2 or 3 times they're warning me now to put the hijab on.
میدون انقلاب تذکر دادن؟
میدون انقلاب من اصلا تو ماشین بودم داشتم میرفتم یه خانم وایساده بودش پرچمش هم دستش بود و من گفتش که شالتو سرت کن پرچم دستته.
شما که این برخوردار داشتین چرا خب بازم اومدین؟
You've had people heckle you, you know, people come and tell you all this, so why are you still showing up if you've been bothered?
خب من به خاطر کشورم اومدم، به خاطر
Because of my country.
حرفای کسی نیومدم که بخوام همونم برگردم. نه کسی ما
Not because of anything that anyone said. Do you think she's I want to ask you this. Right here, listen.
به خاطر حرفای کسی نیومدم که
When she said برای حرفای کسی نیومدم, is she talking about like ideology, or do you think?
No, she's saying I'm not here for anyone because of anyone's words. I'm just here for my country, which I tell her to fuck off. You're standing with the occupiers of our country, so fuck off. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, don't listen. That's pretty much it. She just rambles on a bit. But,
send that to me, please. Send that to me.
Course.
Thank you.
See, guys, every time that the Islamic Republic and I wanted to say that a great way to gauge what the Islamic Republic is feeling pressure-wise is the enforcement of hijab. What am I looking for? Okay, so you guys see how she's not wearing hijab? They're under pressure, but they're pushing this to be like, oh yeah, they're foreshadowing the fact that they're going to go back to enforcing hijab. So they're saying there's pressure on us right now, but we think that we're about to win, the war is going to end, we're going to go back to business as usual. That's what they're saying with this.
So look, so some Iranians in the chat are angry for saying this, like in servers saying, I mean, we don't have to show this, like we've seen it a million times, but that's just me. Everything we see angers us. And Javi is saying, I agree in server, this is pissing me off. Guys, well, you have to, I know the Iranians, when they see this is like really pissing you off, but we have to educate the public, you know? You have to educate, like not everyone here is Iranian. And I know this is like a really infuriating to see, but there are other people here who are not Iranians who we need to, like, this is a very good demonstration. This is not just about, like, look at what Ali is showing us. He's not showing us that a hijabless woman is supporting the Islamic Republic. That's not the point. This shows that we were right, that the regime is going to slowly go back to enforcing hijab, even in the regime rallies, as we predicted, to show our audience that we know what the fuck we're talking about. This is proof that to our audience that we know what we're talking about with regards to Iran. So it's important for us to share this.
Guys, I'm always going to call them out. I'm sorry. I know it's painful. It's painful for me too every time I see all these things, but I'm going to call them out every single time. I'm not going to let them get a free pass on anything. Also, what this means, guys, just to summarize this again, some people are asking what it means. the Islamic Republic thinks that they're under pressure right now, so they're letting people not wear hijab, so there's no problems. They don't get more unrest. But they're also saying with this video, soon we're going to win. Everything's going to go back to normal. We're going to enforce hijab again.
Yeah, we don't care if you are supporting the Islamic Republic. You wear the fucking hijab. You don't get to not wear the hijab just because you're waving the Islamic Republic flag. We were desperate. That's why we were allowing you to do that. We're not desperate anymore. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. A couple more things to go. So
we need
it
to do
seems
super
like
chats too whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, let's do it right after this. Just real quick. So guys, I was talking about how Sirik, the naval base where they have the fast attack boats, was hit about half an hour ago. Seems like one IRGC terrorist has been killed. So Said Chidavar from the missile squad. They got him.
Woo!
They got him. They got him. Okay. So with that over with, let's read the super chats, and then I have a couple more clips to end off the stream with. Some good ones here. Some good ones.
Okay,
All
you
right.
want to read them? Yeah,
Sure.
there we go.
Lior says, Ali, does your cat still have the zoomies? No, he's actually fast asleep right now. But yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear him, but yeah. Thanks.
That's cute.
Lior also gave me a super chat a while ago for cat treats. So he's definitely getting his cat treats. Sarah Ocean, who says, this actually explains a lot. Poor little Armin, talking about your ants.
Oh. It's okay. I recovered. Thank you. But I miss my aunt from. I do miss it every time.
And Sketch, from our discussion group, who says, Armin faced war in Islamic Republic of Ants before war in Iran. Well,
yeah, Iran. No, Iran before war in Iran. Yeah.
Oh, Iran. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also said, tell Iran
Thank you.
why you translate to Walmart America.
Yes, this is for Walmart America. Sketch likes to call it for Walmart American. It's like average American in a way that an average American can understand.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
yeah, simplifying is good.
But Sketch does a better job speaking to Walmart America. So sometimes I explain it a lot, like in our discussion group, I explain something in great detail, and Sketch is like, hold on a minute, let me repeat what you said, but in Walmart America. And then he simplifies it and makes it a lot more understandable. Guys, when we say Walmart America, we're not saying like Americans are like stupid or anything like that. We're talking about people who haven't been following like Iran, like the nuances of Iranian politics on that level of detail, right? Obviously, like we're going to be the same, for example, with Italian politics, for example, because we haven't been following it for, but yeah. Don't you guys think that we're insulting Americans or anything like that? Okay. We love America. And thank you, Sketch.
Yeah, thank you, Sketch. Okay, perfect. We have one clip that I want to show you guys from a top general in the IRGC. Then I'm going to show you guys Pete Hegseth just going off in on a senator. I think it's this, yeah, senator. And the latest update with the oil situation of the Islamic Republic. And then, yeah.
Okay. Just one more super chat though. Sketch is saying these videos anger Iran, but must be explained to US. Perfectly said. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Okay, here we go. So we might be wondering, is the Islamic Republic going to do anything anytime soon? Let's see what their plans are. Also, peep the picture in the back.
Wouldn't a war be catastrophic for Iran as well, though, if it was a big bombing campaign?
If the war continues and the naval blockade is not lifted, we will drag the war to the Indian Ocean, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, the Red Sea, and the Mediterranean, and we will give another dimension to the war by attacking these other American bases that we have been attacking so far. America will definitely suffer much more losses. America's losses will be very heavy.
He says that, right? And watch his hands. Guys, look at his hands right here. Watch.
By attacking these other American bases that we have been attacking so far. America.
This guy's so old, his hands are shaking. Top general. Top general. Anyway.
How does CNN keep going in and spreading Islamic Republic propaganda? I don't get it. Like, do they go? Would they go there? Do they also talk to Iranian people without the regime filters? Like, this is such a, like, they're doing the Islamic Republic a huge service by going in and talking to them and basically amplifying their fucking bullshit propaganda.
If you're, by the way, if you're a foreigner and you're going to the Islamic Republic and you're not a citizen, you will be accompanied by someone from the IRGC. You have a handler, and you will not be allowed to talk to just like the random citizens. It's not going to happen about political stuff anyway. So yeah, wow, from the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea, guys, the war is gonna. The oil is going to go to $300 too, I swear. We've been waiting for that one.
300.
So, Bab el-Mandeb, Red Sea, Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. It's like Europe to India. Sure. That's where their missiles can reach. That's what he's talking about. And okay, we're going to show you guys Pete Hegseth going off on Elizabeth Warren. Some of you might not know who that is, but it's a senator. And then we're going to Pocahontas. Yeah. So let's hear this.
What I give, what you give, what others give, I'm not looking for money. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for profit. I don't do it for stocks. And that's part of the reason why I'm able to be effective in this job, because no one owns me. No one owns this department. No one owns this president. And we can execute for the American people, and we do. What I give.
Oh, yeah, Pete Hegseth. There we go. Teacher.
That's pretty.
I don't do it for money. I don't do it for stocks. Calling out the corrupt senators. Oh.
It's pretty good.
I'm liking this administration more and more.
By the way, I have something to share whenever you're.
All right, go for it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a sell-off in the S&P, in the stock market. Guess why? Guess why this happened?
I'm not sure. I also woke up today and saw this. Almost 3% drop is huge.
I mean, year over year, we're still pretty good. Do you think this is because the economy is doing bad?
No, I mean, could be a correction. Could be the beginning of a correction.
It's actually because the economy is doing too good. So look at this. The US added 172,000 jobs in May, doubled the expectations. This sparked fears that the Federal Reserve will hike interest rates later this year instead of cutting them, causing bond yields to surge. Okay. So because, isn't that crazy? Okay. So because we just have so many goddamn jobs, this might make the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates. Right? Because the economy is doing so good, and so the Federal Reserve will feel more confident to increase interest rates to fight inflation, because the Federal Reserve wants to raise interest rates to fight interest rates, but they don't want to hurt the economy, like the job market. And because the job market is doing so good, they might feel confident that, okay, we could raise their interest rate, which is basically increases borrowing cost, which brings down the stock market. Is
Yeah.
So this is actually, I mean, this means that this is a short-term adjustment, because over the long term, an economy doing good brings up the stock market.
Yeah. One thing to take with a grain of salt is that the job reports that come out and they say that we added 170,000 jobs, they come out and they revise the number a couple months later, and it's usually lower. So if the number was really bad, then they'll actually make it like a little bit better. And if it's really good, they'll make it a little bit worse. They revise it a couple months later. And they've been doing that every month for the past, well, ever since Trump came back. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, probably just a correction here.
I mean, any move in the stock market is a correction, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. But like year over year, we're still up 24% Like that is double
Wow.
what it's supposed to be year over year. So this is like 2.5%. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of the economics of that, our oil expert, Said Ghassanejad, has released the newest update on the regime's oil situation. He said the volume at which the regime has exported oil in the month of May that just passed was 3% compared to February. So they fell in February till May. Their Islamic Republic's oil export fell by 97%. The blockade's working.
Wait, revenues might fall to below $200 million? That's crazy.
That's great.
Holy shit.
That is great. $200 million for 1 month. So, and it's going to get worse, right? For them. So $200 million, even if you sustain $200 million for a year, right? That's still a couple, it's still a good amount, but it's going to get even worse than that.
Yeah, they're hurting. They're hurting bad.
They're hurting real bad. One of the strategies could be to have the Islamic Republic starve them out economically so bad that they make the first move out of desperation. It's like chess, where if you make the first move, you might have some bit more holes in your strategy, especially if you're moving your pieces pretty fast. Who knows? There's a lot of options here, and President Trump designed his plan so that he has as many options as possible. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, and remember what Mossad said, the chief of Mossad, he said 7 months. The Islamic Republic will fall in 7 months. Just keep the blockade, make no deal. Well, May, they made less than $200 million off of oil. That's very low. That's 97% reduction. May volumes collapsed to just 3% of the February baseline. Let's go.
It's crazy. I don't think the Islamic Republic ever imagined not being able to sell this much oil and oil still being under $100. Like, you either are not selling oil, but at least the rest of the world is hurting, or the rest of the world is not hurting, but at least you're selling a lot of oil. But I don't think they never imagined like not being able to sell their oil, but Brent being under $100. This is so bad for them. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really bad. Okay, so yeah, they've been saying this. So they exported 0 crude oil in the month of May and 2 million barrels of naphtha. So yeah, 64,000 barrels per day. Okay, so this is they're spot on with what they've been saying, completely consistent. Guys, 200 okay, so 2.1 million barrels per day was what they were exporting in February. 2.1 million per day. What are they doing now? 64,000 a day. 2.1 million to 64,000 a day. Oh, this actually feels so good to read that. Look at that.
You know,
a good old table.
It's interesting because the chat is saying that the Islamic Republic is saying that prepare for more power outages. But here's the question, Ali. Here's the tricky question, okay? If the Islamic Republic is having a hard time selling its oil, why is that predicted to lead to power outages in Iran? Wouldn't that mean that the Islamic Republic will have more energy for itself and therefore it should lead to less power outages?
Yeah, if only they cared about the Iranian people.
No, I mean, they care because they don't care about them, but they care about avoiding an uprising, right?
Well,
so
look,
like
listen to
they're
this.
forced to care.
Listen to this. Iran International is reporting that between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Iran, there's power outages. Do you guys know what 6 to 8 p.m. is? That is exactly when people are off of work and going shopping or doing their business after work. Shops are the busiest at that time in Iran. And they do power outages right at that time.
But you didn't answer my question. Like,
oh, sorry, what was it?
So I'm going to ask you again. Okay, so it's not true that the Islamic Republic doesn't care about the opinions of the Iranian people. They do. They're forced to care. Like, they don't care because of sympathy. They care because they're terrified of an uprising. So they have to care. Okay. So given that if there is no exports, okay, there's so little exports, that means that you're sitting on a lot more energy. So why would you have an power outage if you just like you can't export it? So you basically have this all to yourself. So why would that lead to power outages?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Maybe I should ask Said Qasem in his Twitter chat.
No, we have the answer. It's because it's the wrong fuel. Okay, Iran's power grid runs on natural gas. Yeah.
No, sorry.
It doesn't. No, their power grid doesn't run on crude oil. You can't just pour unrefined crude oil into like a gas-fired power plant. So it's just it means that they have a cash crunch, right? Because they can't sell it, and they lose billions that need to maintain, repair, and upgrade, like all of this the electrical grid, which is decaying and very inefficient.
The Islamic Republic has to import refined oil, and they export crude oil. Well, if you're not exporting crude oil, and gas. If you're not exporting it, you're not importing it, because there's a blockade. So Armin, don't you think now that it I've been saying this, and it's just my opinion, but I think we are on a timer based on the money.
Yeah, I mean 7 months according to Mossad. Barnea. Wait, what is his name? Barnea.
And I think that 7 months was him saying, if we don't do anything else, like literally all we do is just keep the blockade, no deal, that's it, nothing else. But what if you did put more pressure and speed things up? Could be sooner than 7 months, right?
No. I mean, he said, okay, so he said up to 7 months. So, yes, that means sooner than 7 months, potentially. What are the chances that he's right? Like, I hope he's right. I mean,
I think the chances of him being right are probably around 70% accuracy. Like he's in the right direction, but that 7 months could be a couple months on either side.
and people are talking about shadow fleets of IRGC. As we saw with Ali's reporting today, even if shadow fleets pass through the Strait of Hormuz somehow, they hunt them down, they follow them, and they will track them before they reach China or Malaysia.
Crazy. Just crazy.
Yeah. All right. Oh my God, I'm late. I need to go.
Okay.
Can you read? Should we read the super chats before?
Yes, I got it real quick. Shannon Moore with the super chat says, Armin, write a parable of the ants piece about the occupiers. Everyone can relate to this childhood story. Do it
Okay.
while you are trending.
There
you go.
Okay. Okay.
And
Thank you,
Ida,
Shannon.
who says, just came to say hello. Keep doing a good job. Good night. Good night.
Thank you, Ida.
If
Good
you're still
night.
watching. Yeah. Thank you, Ida. And finally, with the last super chat of the day from Momo, says, Professor Armin and Assistant Professor Ali are economics professors too. Yeah. Although we just mooch off of Said Hossein, Najad, really.
Yeah. Thank you, Momo. Pretty good. Thank you.
But yeah.
By
Thanks,
the way,
everyone.
great. By the way, Momo, I love your profile picture. Love, love, love it. It's so sweet and wholesome.
Thanks for showing up, guys. That's the end of today's updates. Yep. Hope you guys have a good evening.
All right, guys. So let me see if I could remember this. So, guys, until same time tomorrow, I'm Israel Chai.
I'm Israel Chai.
Slava Ukraine.
Slava Ukrainia. Cuba
Cuba
Libre.
Libre. Long live America.
Long live America. Javid Shah.
Shah.
Payende Iran.
Iran. See you guys same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.